June 4th, 1629. The Dutch East India ship, the Batavia, slams into a jagged coral reef off the coast of Western Australia. For the 300 survivors huddling on a desolate, waterless strip of sand, the initial nightmare of the wreck was finally over. But as the sun began to rise over the Houtman-Abrolhos Islands, the true horror was only just beginning. Most shipwreck stories end with a heroic rescue. This one ends with a cold-blooded massacre. Within months, one man would turn this barren strip of sand into a private kingdom of blood and shadow. I've unsealed the journals of the ship's commander. Jeronimus Cornelis was a real man, and he was a monster. With the ship's commander gone to find help, the survivors were left in the hands of Jeronimus Cornelis. He was a failed apothecary with the soul of a psychopath. To keep the consistency, just look for the man in the red coat. Jeronimus didn't just want to survive. He wanted to play God. He wanted to see how far he could push the human spirit. He convinced a group of hardened soldiers to become his private executioners, bound to him by blood and greed. His logic was terrifyingly simple. Kill anyone who was a burden on the island's severely limited supplies. He stayed clean while he forced others to do the dirty work. The island became a laboratory for human cruelty. The killing began in secret. Then it became a sport. Men were murdered in their sleep. Mothers were separated from children. Jeronimus watched it all from his tent, wearing his fine silks while the others starved and begged for mercy. He thought he was untouchable. He believed he was the architect of a new world order on this tiny island. But even a psychopath makes mistakes. He sent a group of soldiers to a nearby island to find water, expecting them to die. Instead, they found a spring, realized his madness, and built a fortress out of jagged coral and hope. For the first time, the man in the red coat had a rival. A war was brewing on the edge of the world. After 3 months of terror, help finally arrived. The mutineers were arrested on the spot. Their reign of blood was over, but justice was just beginning. The commander didn't even bother taking them back to Holland for trial. He brought the gallows to the island. Jeronimus Cornelis was hanged on the very beach where he ruled. They cut off his hands before they tightened the rope. He died screaming his innocence to the wind, but the archives tell a far more sinister story. The Batavia is a reminder of what happens when the mask of civilization slips in the middle of the ocean. I vouch for every word of this darkness. The archives are vast and the truths are stranger than you can imagine. Please subscribe for more to keep your access to the vault open. Until next time, keep searching.